This video is on this full set of nails, so if you want to see how I created them, then stay tuned. So the inspiration for this set of nails is this gorgeous ring that I received as a gift a few years ago. I love all the components of it and the fact that it was also handmade as well. It's one of my favourite pieces of jewellery I own. And I'm just going over the top with a base coat on all 5 nails, and then I'm curing them for 60 seconds. I've already done another video on how I fixed my chipped nail enhancement, so if you're interested in watching that, then that's up on my page. I then take French cream by Nail Nails and I apply 2 to 3 layers of this to all but the ring finger. Once it was cured, I used the iridescent chrome powder. It was just one that I got from Amazon, and I rubbed this all over the thumbnail. And when I was happy with the way that it looked, making sure that the whole surface was covered, I brushed off any excess and went in with a top coat. For the index finger, I took a flat brush and Snow White by Nail Nails and applied it at a diagonal, and once I was happy with the positioning of it, I then took the brush that comes with the bottle and I used this to apply a more even and opaque layer of the Snow White colour and then cured that for 60 seconds. And once it came out the lamp, I then took a bronzy coloured chrome, which also came in the set with the iridescent chrome from earlier, and I applied this to the white area only. So if you want to make it easier for yourself, if you use some gel residue wipe off solution to remove that tacky layer from the French cream before you apply the white, this is going to help when applying that chrome powder because it will be a lot easier to wipe up any mistakes. So here I'm using the shiny side of a backing from a nail form as my palette just to apply the colours that I'm using for my next finger. So I'm alternating between Rich Teal, Snow White and Bear Hug. You can see the brush that I'm using isn't exactly flat, it has slight indentations in it, and this is going to help when creating that marbled effect on the nail. So I just scrape up the product and then using the brush, I keep the brush moving in a swiping motion, just very small though, and this along with the indentations in the brush are going to really help to marble those colours together. And then once it is cured, I then go in and wipe over it, and this is going to help when applying our foil to the nail. So to apply the foil, what I'm doing is I'm taking a small brush and then I'm taking some foil glue and I'm just applying the foil glue in the area that I want the nail foil to go. And then once it's cured, I then press firmly over the area with the foil, making sure I really rub it onto the nail so that it gets in all the grooves. If I feel like it didn't pick up in certain areas, I will then go in with some more foil glue and apply it to those areas and repeat the process again. I always make sure that I clean up the edges just to make it look neat. So for the middle finger, I used the same iridescent chrome powder as the thumb, and I applied it at a diagonal, and then went in with those marble colours again, following the same diagonal line, and then just topped it off with a top coat. And then I done the same with the pinky finger, except I didn't apply the chrome powder. So once the nails were painted, I decided I wanted to add a bit of sparkle. So here I'm using the Swarovski crystals in shades Crystal, Silk and Black Diamond. And then in the tray I just have some turquoise caviar beads and some flat-backed pearls. And then to secure them, I'm just using some acrygel, and I like this because you can kind of really play around with it before it sets. So before applying the acrygel, I'm just using a file to rough up that area so it's got a bit more texture for the acrygel to hold on to, rather than just like a smooth surface. And then with my tool, I'm using the spatula side to apply the product, and then the brush side I'm using it to shape it into the area that I want the crystals to be applied to. All I'm doing is I'm taking the crystal, and that's like my kind of center color, and then I'm taking one of each of the silk and then black diamond and applying it either side, and I'm just kind of following the curve of my nail and cuticle area. And then after that I then went in with some caviar beads and just applied these in between the crystals, both above and below, and I just felt like this really tied it all in together. And then for the thumb, you can see here I've used the flat back pearls. So once I'm happy with the positioning of them, I will then cure it. So here I'm just adding some cuticle oil and rubbing it in. Whilst it may not be everyone's cup of tea, I really liked the way it turned out and I got quite a few people complimenting them. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and maybe even subscribe to see more beauty related videos and or just to see my progress. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!